Howdy folks! This morning I'm going to be using a soap from TFS. I don't know if you can see that in the lid. Maybe kind of hard to see. It is a citrus scent soap. There's the what the soap looks like. It's pretty much a very soft soap. It's got limes and oranges, and I'm not sure what all else up in there, but it's that is a smells really nice. It's a like I say, it's a citrus scent. When I first opened it up, before I reminded myself what the scents were, I was going through them, because you get they come in a yellow one like this, a green one, a red one, and a blue one, and finally got all four of them in. It took me a little bit to hunt these things down, and I'm going to be following the shave up with Pinaud Citrus Musk. Figured that would be a good one to follow up with. Besides, I like it. Excuse me. I also got my alum block with the rubber band. There's witch hazel with aloe. And the blade of the day, I believe it's pronounced Ladas. Not real sure how you pronounce that. And it comes double wrapped. That's what the wrapper looks like. And the other wrapper inside is just a plain wrapper there. But it does come double wrapped, especially if you plan on snapping them in half. You might feel more comfortable with one that's double wrapped as opposed to single. I've never had a problem either way, snapping them in half, single or double wrapped, just to let you know. But I can understand being a little bit concerned about snapping a blade in half, putting it in a shavette. The shaver of the day is, this is one I kind of previewed a little bit the other day. This is a Metalworks. That aluminum handle there is what you're looking at, and you got a chrome head, and that's what the end of it looks like. It's got a, it's not a hole, but it's just I guess you might say an indentation part right there. Very lightweight. Most of the weight's in the head right there. We'll see how that works out for me today. I got the lather whipped up with a Omega S brush. The knot is synthetic, but to be similar to a boar knot. Got it all whipped up here. That's what it looks like in the bowl. And there it is on the brush. Pretty easy to whip up. Pretty, I would say, effortless. I got a little on the wet side there, like I normally do. But that's lather looks really good. I've already put a hot towel to the face. The bloom water, worked it in, and I'm going to go ahead and get started here. I was kind of, I guess you might say, having a difficult time deciding for sure, and I thought, well, maybe what I ought to do is put this off just a little bit longer, in that I had sent some straight razors to Frank Strike Gold Shave, and I have yet to shave with them since I got them back. And I was trying to figure out when would be a good time to work it in, because I was also wanting to do a video. Because this one particular straight razor, it's the, yes, it is the only straight razor I have that has a handle that is wood. Now, I know there's a discussion whether shavettes are straight razors or not. I won't go into that right now. But at any rate, here's the shaver that I was I think right along Friday morning I might decide to go ahead and shave with. This one is called a Grand Slam. That's what that's right there on the blade. That's what that's trying to tell you. And I'm wanting to say this is beechwood. I have to look it up and make sure, but kind of anxious to shave with this one here. The where I found that one at was at a website where ZY has their razors, and that's where I found that one at. I mean, you can find them on eBay. They're in the neighborhood of $13, $15 somewhere in there. Now ZY is going to tell you that it's shave ready. It might be shave ready for some folks, but I know for me, no, not a chance. But that is a pretty nice Those scales are pretty nice. I'm fairly certain that shaver is going to do quite well. There's just so far with my limited experience, especially one made out of a carbon steel like this one here. At least I think it is. Well, maybe it's 40-30. I mean 430. At any rate, it seems like so far the trend has been that when I run my finger across it, not this way, not to where I'm going to cut myself, but like this. It's not what I feel, but what I hear. And it might be coincidental, but the way the blade sings, in my opinion, it has a certain sound to it, and my experience when it does that, usually it's got a pretty good edge to it. That's just me. I wouldn't recommend anybody else trying that. That's just what me messing around with it. Besides, you know, testing it on my arm, which, you know, yeah, I do that too. But it's just another way of, for me, trying to find a different way of finding out how the blade is going to work for me with that edge. I have another one that I've had for a moment that I got from John Romanoff, that it's a vintage straight razor, and it's I think a 5/8. Yeah, it's a 5/8, and in other words, I want to incorporate that one in here pretty soon too. Kind of thinking Friday morning for the Grand Slam. Then I was thinking next Sunday with the one I got from John. So far things are going well this morning. There's a spot right about there that I noticed. Really wasn't paying too much attention, you know. There's a place on my neck that I was kind of scratching at, and then I decided to take a look at it in the mirror, and there's a little bit of a bump there, so I don't know if something bit me or what. It's gotten fairly cold here recently, but I don't know that it's stayed below freezing and long enough to kill off all the little boogers that are around here that like to try to bite me. My where I'm at backs up to some woods, and not too far away is a creek, so all kinds of stuff, either to affect your sinuses or to bugs to bite you, and larger, you know, animals. I guess you might say I live on the edge of town proper, and there is a little bit of wildlife around here you'll see from time to time, besides deer. Your normal raccoons, possums. I've seen fox, but not a coyote yet. A while back, my son was out back, and 3 turkeys were out there. I have seen a bobcat. Walked right by the end of our house. Just happened to have the curtains pulled back, and I was at the computer and just happened to look out, and there he was, just walking by. Strolling right on by. Like I say, not being too far from a creek that consistently has water in it. In other words, a good source for the wildlife to get a drink. You do pick up, every once in a while you'll see some wildlife around here. The The one that my daughter really likes is the hawks that are around here. It just seems like it's no way to tell one from another, especially at that distance. But sitting up there waiting for something to eat. There's a lady at work. Took a picture. She has a bird feeder in her backyard on a pole like a shepherd's hook, and sitting on that shepherd's hook was a hawk. He's pretty big. And she has like small dogs like a chihuahua. A little concerned about letting the dogs out. If you couldn't tell, this is a pretty creamy soap. Yeah, I have not found a soap from TFS, a Tcheon Fung I can't, not sure how to pronounce it. I have several of their soaps. This blade's working out pretty good with this razor. This will be my first time using this blade. This is one of the blades that I didn't get to during the month of December. Still got a few more over here that I'm going to be trying to get to. Jake at Mac Metalworks, these blades, the way I remember it in the conversation through, I think it's through email, he felt like these were pretty good blades. Don't see too many of them in too many shave of the day photos with this blade. Trying to, it's pretty smooth. There's that one spot again. It is not the easiest to, it grows every which way over there. Excuse me. Yeah, that feels much better. Usually with a shavette though, with the grain against the grain, with the shavette I can usually get all that, get the majority of it. But there are times though it'll take an extra pass just to make sure you get enough of it off there. I say it's not baby butt smooth, but it's close enough. Don't know, wasn't feeling that bump. It's one of the reasons why I decided not to go with the straight razor, because I was kind of afraid that I definitely would I would find it with a straight razor, and I'm trying not to do that. Give it a moment for it to excuse me, I guess you might say go down, so it won't end up having a cut right there. In other words, I'd have to stretch pretty good in order to get to flatten out. I'm thinking it was a bite, because it's pretty much gone this morning. It was right about somewhere in here. I can't even find it now, so it probably just was a bug that was still hanging around. We have a good collection of wasps also. Flying biting bugs, hornets, yeah, all kinds of fun stuff. Most of them are gone now, but we had one, talking about torture, witch hazel. We have a little trimmer, a little pruner, and one of them was, the cold weather had gotten to him, and he was moving pretty slow, and caught him with that pruner. Just kind of caught his wing. It didn't cut his wing, it just caught it, put it in like a pinched it, and held him there. Youngest son got a good look at him. You don't really notice those little stingers on the back. Sometimes how far they'll stick out. The part they leave in you. Citrus Musk. This is pretty good. I don't see a whole lot of this either, just every once in a while. But this to me, this is a really nice scent, especially if you like citrus. I have the lime sack also. That's good stuff. Almost went with it. Definitely smell of lime. My nose is working again, so I'm enjoying all the scents again. Yeah, it was pretty sad for a good 3 weeks of not being able to smell much of anything. And I have been using a, let me grab it real quick. For a little over a month, this is what I've been using on my beard butter from, and you can find this at around my neck of the woods. You can find this at Target. I know sometimes certain Targets will have some things shave related that I can't find in my neck of the woods, but I was able to find this one. And this one here is the Wise Man's Blend. And today I'm off camera. I'm going to start, I've had this one here for a little while. It's down to here now, but this is a Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements beard oil. And what I really like about this is, this one here, I'll show you in a minute. This is what I really like about it. Kind of keeps, it helps with me being consistent on how much I'm using, as opposed to just pouring it out in your hand. And that's the scent right there of this particular beard oil. You can get, he's got several different scents you can choose from for your beard oil. Just something to throw out there. That's for me, I got 2 bottles of this one. I really like this scent. This scent's awesome. Really tempted to get the soap, but like I said, I'm running out of room. At any rate, had a great shave. Hope everybody's doing well. Stay safe and smooth shaves to you.